Hi, I'm Mod Fife. Today we're going to take you through a top-level overview of the tech updates within Old School RuneScape, starting with the publishing platform. Back in March, Mod Corpse and I discussed the roadmap. Thank you for trying out the launcher. Over 100,000 players have given it a go, and with the addition of easy account switching between multiple RuneScape accounts, it is now the best way to play, whether you're using RuneLite or our own client. Early in the new year, we are releasing two exciting features. First, the Jagex launcher will support our enhanced client. This means that from our launcher, you'll be able to easily access all the great new features that are available to those that play on Steam and on mobile. And we are excited to finally bring you enhanced account security via Jagex accounts. Now, we want everyone using Jagex accounts as soon as possible. Yet given the extreme importance of account security, we have adopted a carefully staged release plan. Our team here is already using them, and the next step in the new year will be an invite-only release to PMods and select influencers. And then by March, we plan to open up their use to everyone. You may have read our technical blog post. Jagex accounts are built on a modern and secure technology stack. They offer stronger passwords, MFA with recovery codes, two-step authentication via email notification on successful login and when account settings change, and a robust means to stop brute force account takeover, and increased protection from bots. In addition to being secure, via the launcher from the get-go, Jagex accounts also have one-click character create, so playing new game modes will be as simple as pressing a button. It's going to be an exciting year. There's more to come. For example, later in the year, we'll be extending convenient multi-character play to our players on mobile and on Steam. We intend to overhaul some aspects of our account recovery process. We'll keep you posted in the new year. The publishing platform team thanks you for your support. Now, let's hear a little bit more about Old School's upcoming client features.
Over the coming year, Old School's game clients have a lot of exciting features coming their way that will be available on Android and iOS, Steam, and as you've just heard, the Jagex launcher. There's a lot that we could talk about coming in the future, but I'd like to take a little time to focus on a couple of things coming particularly soon. To kick us off, we've been talking about a rework to the mobile interface for some time, and we have a blog live now to give you some more insight as to just how that's been coming along. This new interface will offer us much more flexibility in bringing features to mobile, really making use of the new tech available in the client and offering more in the interface space that's available to us. Now, what kind of feature does this unlock for us? The batch that I'd like to talk to are what we've been calling loot tools. These have been some of the most highly requested features for our new client, and will be coming soon to both Steam and mobile. Among a few more minor features, there are two big hitters here. First up are ground item overlays. The ability to see what items are on the ground listed in a customizable format where you can set your own thresholds for what items to show and highlight, as well as which items you want to draw special attention to or ignore entirely. The second is loot tracking, an interface made available to you to track all your loot received, because after all, loot is where it's at. This will keep track of drops you receive from monsters, loot from raids, items stolen from chests, and plenty more, giving you an in-depth log to keep watch and see grow while you train and adventure. And there we have our next steps for our game clients. There'll be plenty more to show and tell in time, but those are the things we have to look forward to in the near future. Finally, over to Modern In to talk about server performance and hardware upgrades.
There's always a lot going on with our tech teams, and this year has been no different. We've been supporting new content with new tech, such as a new animation pipeline that debuted with Tombs of a Mascot. We've brought our new enhanced client to mobile with a ton of new features still yet to come. And recently, we've been laser focused on improving the performance of game worlds, which is something we know has been an issue for you lately. To dive deeper into the challenges we face with game world performance, we need to briefly explain a game tick. Every 600 milliseconds, the server reads inputs from every player online, then updates the state of everything in the world, such as moving NPCs and running combat scripts, and then sends the new state of the world back to every player's game client before then waiting for the next tick. Ideally, the time this all takes is short and consistent. If it's too long, then your inputs feel delayed and you have less time to react to things. And if it's inconsistent, then the rhythm of the game feels off and precise gameplay becomes difficult. Tick time suffered noticeably when Tombs of a Mascot launched. The raid features some pretty complex scripts and requires precise gameplay, and with the launch rush seeing hundreds of players per world raiding simultaneously, a performance impact was felt. Ticks grew in both duration and inconsistency. Tombs of Mascot had an amazing launch otherwise, so we're going all in on solving game world performance. On the software side, we're making significant optimizations to the game's scripts, as well as the way they're compiled and executed at runtime that have been showing some great results in testing so far. We've also been reworking some areas of the engine to make better use of the hardware it's running on. And speaking of hardware, our teams have recently been upgrading our servers, and you might have already noticed a big improvement if you've happened to play on them. We've been steadily rolling out this hardware over the past several weeks and hope to have all servers using them as soon as possible. Between the efforts of several teams here, we're looking at tick time being more than halved over the coming months. And then you'll need to find another excuse for your bad clicks. Jokes aside, we hope you've enjoyed this deeper dive into the tech side of Old School RuneScape.